What is up, YouTube? This is Jeremy from Team Out, and today, guys, we have a Kewl Tune Genesys deck profile for you. I just recently got done with locals, and I went undefeated with this deck list, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. Keep in mind, it was a smaller locals, it was a 3-round locals, but Genesys format isn't quite popping off at my locals scene yet. But nonetheless, this deck is super fun. Anyways, getting started with we play 3 Kewl Tune Q. If you don't know what any of these cards do, I'll go over it real quick. On normal summon, it'll special summon a tuner from your deck or hand, I believe, as well. And then if it's used as a material for a synchro summon, it'll it'll excavate the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck. You'll banish 1 card and then put the second card either on top or on bottom of their deck. Next, 2 Kewl Tune Rico. On summon is going to add a non-level 3 Kewl Tune from your deck or graveyard to your hand, and then if it's used as synchro material, it pops a spell or trap your opponent controls. 3 Kewl Tune Mix. On summon is going to search for a non-level 3 Kewl Tune monster from your deck or graveyard, and then if it's used as synchro material, it's going to pop a spell trap. Pop a monster your opponent controls. And then the final one is this is worth 5 points as well as Kewl Tune Q. So this is 30 points within engine. It doesn't do anything on summon, just like most of them, but if it's used as synchro material, it will banish 1 card from your opponent's extra deck randomly. And then during your opponent's main phase, it has the quick effect to summon itself and then optionally immediately synchro summon if you want to. Keep in mind, this whole deck revolves around basically synchro summoning using only monsters in your hand. So you could theoretically, on your opponent's first turn, before you even draw for turn, before they pass, during their main phase, activate Eclipse effect, quick effect, summon it, and then immediately synchro summon, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it's basically just 3 of every name. That's 30 points within the engine so far. Next one, Red Nova. Just like in advanced format, this card is amazing. If it's used as synchro material, it'll summon a Fire Fiend from your deck, and that's just what so happens to be Rico. Supplementary synchros is Hop Ear Squadron. You don't really have a way to search this, but the fact that it's a level 2 tuner is actually really good because your search synchro is a level 4. So you're playing more level 2 tuners to be able to use to make a Kewl Tune Track Maker. And then the final one is 1 Jet Synchron. This one is like mediocre. I kind of wish I would have had a 3rd Hop Ear Squadron, since we don't have a level 3 synchro tuner yet that we can make with just tuners. But this does revive itself from the graveyard, so you can make like Kewl Tune Loudness War with 1 of your level 5 synchros, or if your hand is weird enough, you can just skip straight into it. But it was kind of just there to get to 100 points. So let me put these aside. And then the hand traps. You know, it sucks that Genesys format is still pretty much a hand trap format, but 3 Fua. I didn't resolve this like at all today, but my most powerful play was normal summon Fua, pass, because of Kewl Tune Clip. I was playing against Madolce, and we'll go over that in the extra deck later. And then another good level 4 hand trap is Skullmeister. This guy's just big as well, but stopping graveyard effects, just any graveyard effects, really good. 3 Ash. It's good. You can play through Fua pretty well in this deck, and then Peruli especially well, only giving them 1 draw. But you know, you want to stop their big plays. And then a single Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. I cut 2 of these so I could fit the 3rd Kewl Tune Clip in, and then that 1 extra point went into the Jet Synchron. And then finally for hand traps is DD Crow. It's just really good generic hand trap. It's quite a bit of hand traps, but really you only care about the fact that a lot of the hand traps are tuners and their level work for synchro summoning. Spells and traps. 3 JJ Kewl Tune. This card is so much cooler than I thought. being able to get the additional normal summon of a tuner every turn. So what you could theoretically do with this deck is you could activate this, immediately use, and you have to announce it, your additional normal summon of a tuner, and then you could still normal summon something like Fuelos or Skullmeister for your regular normal summon, and then like use those to synchro into a non-Kewl Tune monster, which is pretty cool. 3 Kewl Tune synchro. I guess before I go into that, I should say what this does. Aside from just the additional normal summon, if your opponent has a tuner in the graveyard, it gives your Kewl Tune Loudness War 3,300 attack, and then once per turn you contribute a tuner, and then add to your hand or special summon a Kewl Tune tuner from your deck, and then you're just locked into summoning tuners, special summoning tuners for this turn, which a lot of these guys do that. Honestly, it's not that big of a deal. 3 Kewl Tune synchro. Quick play, you can add 1 Kewl Tune card, so it does not have to be a monster. You could add, hypothetically, the spell, or the field spell. You just can't add itself. You can add a Kewl Tune card and then immediately synchro summon on resolution if you want to. And you could, weirdly enough, you can use this effect twice per turn. So if you have like 2 of these in your hand, you could go Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, and search twice and sync. It's odd, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And then 3 synchro overtake. You reveal one of your Kewl Tune synchros in your extra deck. Either add, or usually it's special summon, Kewl Tune from your deck whose name is listed on that material, or on that synchro monster as a material. And then finally, it's Genesys format, Kewl Tune playlist. This card is still really cool. I hate that I keep saying cool as it's a Kewl Tune archetype, but you can, on activation, you target a Kewl Tune monster in your graveyard, apply its effect when it's used as a synchro material. So like, you basically copy whatever effect it has when it's sent to the graveyard as a synchro material, and then you immediately add it to your hand. So it's like recursion for whatever you need. It just gives you more materials for following turns. So that's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, 3 Kewl Tune Trackmaker. It's hard to tell that this is a collector rare. Yeah, the art on these guys wasn't, or the collector rare texturing wasn't the greatest on these guys, but you know, it was a cool pickup. This one, sorry, on summon is going to search you for a Kewl Tune card, and it needs just 1 Kewl Tune tuner and then 1 or more non-tuners. That's why the Hoppier Squadron's in here, and obviously the mix is getting into that that Synchro 4. And then if it's used as a Synchro material for whatever, it is a non-targeting shuffle 1 card your opponent controls back into the deck, which is really cool. Next, 3 Kewl Tune Remix. This one requires you to have Kewl Tune Mix, which is one of the level 2s as a material, and then 1 of any other tuner, and it's a level 5. This one doesn't do anything on summon. It gains 1,500 attack if your opponent has a tuner in their graveyard. But the more important effect is during your opponent's turn, just a quick effect, you contribute it, and then non-target pick 2 tuners in your graveyard, including hand traps, funny enough. Add 1 to your hand and then special summon the other, and then you have the option to immediately synchro summon afterwards, which has come up to make something like one of the 3 Kewl Tune RSs, which I need to get a 3rd Starlight for. This one requires Rico specifically. Again, this doesn't do anything on special summon, but it gains 300 attack for every tuner in your graveyard. That gets out of hand really quick. I got this up to 4,000 something earlier today. And then the levels of monsters your opponent controls, funny enough, whose attack is less than 1,700 are increased by 1. So it makes like any kind of synchro or XYZ deck kind of awkward to play against. And this is actually something I'm thinking about playing in White Forest, funny enough. And then during the main phase quick effect, you can banish a tuner from your graveyard, target a face-up card your opponent controls, and negate its effect, which is pretty good. It's really good, actually. But yeah, you can like summon this on your turn, pass, during your opponent's main phase after they commit a couple things to the board, tribute this, revive, or pick like Rico and Mix, add them to your hand, summon one, and then immediately synchro them back into this. And then you get to trigger their effects when they're used as synchro materials, and then you have this negation on field as well. So it's really cool. And then the final Kewl Tune card is Kewl Tune Loudness War. It's generic, just 2 tuners. And then other tuners you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. And then whenever your opponent activates a card or effect, you can chainlink 2, activate this, target one of your Kewl Tunes in the graveyard, and copy its effect when it's used as synchro material, which is really cool. You have to banish the Kewl Tune, sorry. So you don't just target it. You target it, banish it, copy its effect. And then this is the one that gains 3,300 from the field spell if your opponent has a tuner in the deck, or in their graveyard. Then just a couple final cards for the extra deck. This is why normal summon Fu was so good. If you have Clip in your hand, or even Hop Your Squadron. This is just Book of Eclipse, and I did this to a Madolche player, and they were forced to pass. Gotta keep White Force in here somehow. Then the final cards are just because of the side deck. 1 Malong, 1 Mirror Logic Aggregator, and 1 Garura. You'll see in the side deck, but I'm sure you can guess. And then, speaking of the side deck, 2 Ultimate Slayer. Honestly, I would have played 3. I don't know where my 3rd is, so we're only playing 2 of it. This was a funny card, though. 2 Lullaby of Obedience. Once people learned how to play against this deck, they would, like, stop using tuner hand traps against me, which kind of was annoying, because it's hard to get a lot of damage in one turn with this deck. So I would just, like, Lullaby of Obedience, call Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, or Effect Veiler. They would put it on my field instead of putting it in my hand, and then I would just synchro with it regardless. 2,000 life for an easy synchro summon, I'm fine with that. 3 Cosmic Cyclone, self-explanatory. 3 Synchro Zone. I hate Floodgates, but your deck's not that great, so we kind of gotta. 3 Draco Utopian Aura, and 2 Gravity Collapse. Anyways, that was it for the deck list. I will be doing a combo tutorial shortly after this goes up. Please be sure to like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.